Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Colts Cast. We're here to talk about anything and everything Indianapolis Colts. I am your host, Jamal Lawrence, coming at you today with another mock draft for us. As you guys know, mock draft season is here. It's among us. We've already dropped one episode here this week. Eric dropped one earlier. This is going to be mock draft 1.1. We'll call it that just because this is mine. And, we're going to continue these on. We're going to have fun all off season, kind of leading into the draft. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop right into it. But before we do, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. If this is your first time here, please let us know. Drop a comment below. And if you are a returning listener, please appreciate you coming back. Go ahead and drop a like as well for us. Keep helping us get out to all these other Colts fans just like yourself so we can keep this fun content coming your way. Now, like I said, guys and gals, this is going to be another mock draft episode. Just a quick three-rounder for us. Nothing too crazy. As the year continues on, leading throughout the offseason, of course, we'll get a little bit more in depth with this. I'll end up going 5, 6, 7 to get through all of our picks for this year. But today, strictly keeping it short and sweet for you with just the first three. Now, when I think about what we kind of have going on right now, we all know Chris Ballard. We know Ballard, loves to trade back. So currently right now we're sitting at the number 15 pick for us in the first round. Will Ballard decide to keep that? We don't know. I think there are a couple things that'll play out for us to let us know if he's going to do it. Of course, number one is going to be if that player that he wants is still on the board at 15. Without a question, I'm sure he'll keep it. But if they're not on the board, of course, we probably have to go best player available. And if BPA is not there, what does Ballard do? Does he decide to maybe shake it up a little bit and pick someone who, maybe next best player available? Or does he kick back and trade back and say, let's get a little compensation for this first round pick? Who knows? I personally think, though, that if for whatever reason his player isn't up there at number 15 and best player available isn't there, he will definitely trade back to either a late first round or B, kind of an early second round and get something else in the back half of it. I expect nothing less from him, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's hope that whoever he wants at 15, whoever him and Shane Steichen agrees they want at 15 is still there. But I'll tell you who I want for us at number 15. And this guy goes by the name of Kool-Aid McKinstry out of Alabama. Now, I picked him first off because I felt like some of the other solid cornerbacks will probably be gone by the time we get to that number 15 spot. So with Kool-Aid still being there, hopefully for us at that point, I'm all about it. We've been talking about him since the offseason started. I mean, his size, strength, super athletic guy. And that's a win in Ballard's eyes. We think about those characteristics of what Ballard likes. That's exactly it. I mean, this guy can cover the field in man, zone, contest the deep ball. Doesn't matter. Whatever you put out there for McKinstry, he can do. And he's not afraid to make a play on the ball. That is super important. As we know, we saw this year, of course, we battled a ton of injuries in the cornerback position, but we also had some opportunities where we could have made some better plays on the ball. So I think that getting a young guy in here like McKinstry can come in there and really set the tempo for us. Also bring that extra spark to that cornerback room. I think he can thrive in it. We have so many options. So we get him in the building, and I really believe that he can elevate this cornerback room for us. Once we get Dallas Flowers back from injury as well, we're going to have Juju coming in his second year, Jalen Jones coming in his second year. I mean, the opportunities are there for our cornerback group to continue to grow, and adding this extra piece to it can definitely elevate it just one more for us. Now, second up here, I've talked about this guy in an episode, made a case for him, and I still feel very strong about him. In the second round, the Indianapolis Colts should select Xavier Legette, wide receiver from out of South Carolina. Strong, big body, wide receiver, 6'3", 227 pounds with some unreal speed. Again, characteristics speak for themselves. That is what Ballard wants in a player. He'll go up against any corner, come down with the ball. He can be our deep ball threat. He can be intermediate game, short game, doesn't matter. When he gets the ball in his hand, he's going to fight for those yards after catch. every single time. And not to mention, he has huge upside. There are some things he has to work on, of course. Some things I personally think he should do a better job of, maybe not catching the ball with your chest so much, maybe sticking your arms out there, extending a little more, because we know he has strong hands. We've seen him with those hands out. If you watch any Carolina games this year, you've seen him go up for the ball with strong hands and come down with it. But there have been some other times as well where he's just kind of let it hit his chest and he's tried to reel it in that way. I would like for him to be a little more aggressive in that. But without question, like I said, this is a guy who can come into this wide receiver room and help. Him, MPJ, Downs out there at the same time, endless opportunities. Endless, because all three of them can go and get the ball at any level of the field. So why not go ahead and add somebody like him on there? Now, moving into the third round, round 3. Everybody who's been listening, you know I love the offensive side of the ball. I know we still have issues on the defense as well, but this one right here is my sleeper for us. I think that we have to entertain this, especially at a round 3 if he's still there. And this guy goes by the name of Christian Mahogany, a guard, offensive guard out of Boston College. Listen, we are thin in the offensive line, guard position. Injuries are inevitable for us. We all know that. They happen every single year. We got to have someone ready to go. And I'm talking about a Christian Mahogany who comes in at 6'2", 318 pounds. Think he could definitely be an awesome backup for us, but has the potential to eventually grow into that starter at the right guard spot. I think he will flourish. Dude is a down block and double team machine. And I get excited whenever I talk about these offensive linemen because they just play such an important role. And if you go back and watch some film on this man, he is just a dog. Great speed off the ball, will attack any defensive lineman in his way, whether that's pulling, scoop blocking, double team, doesn't matter. Straight blocks, getting to the next level, getting his hands on the linebackers. It's crazy. And he has such big hands, he can grasp them and go. Wingspan, I mean, I'm talking like an 82-inch wingspan, I think it was. Huge. I mean, the length is there for what we need it for. I really think that having someone like Christian Mahogany at the guard spot for us, if you can get a steal like that in the third round, can pay dividends for you in the future. Can pay great dividends. And I truly believe he's a sleeper of the interior offensive lineman in this draft. And if I'm Ballard, and I know I'm looking for those traits, and I know I want somebody to be a great backup and maybe get someone who not a lot of teams are paying a whole lot of attention to, depending on the situation, that's the guy you go ahead and scoop up, because he's going to come in, watch film, figure out what to do and how to do it, and again, be that great backup piece. We've seen it over the past 2 years. We've had to have players step in on the offensive line due to injuries. Why not go ahead and get a backup right now who can step in and potentially have the opportunity to become that starter for us at the guard maybe next year? I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, I just wanted to bring you guys a quick 3-rounder for us. Again, rounding that off, first round, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Second round, Xavier Legette. Third round, Christian Mahogany. Drop some comments below. Tell me what you think. I know a lot of y'all probably want some more defensive players in there, but I stick to the offensive side of the ball. Definitely wanted to address the cornerback situation in the first round because I think it goes without saying that it has to happen. And with such a stacked wide receiver draft, it's okay to wait to that second round. We don't have to jump on somebody in that first round. We all know that. Go ahead and attack where we really need it at that cornerback spot in round 1. Round 2, let's have some fun with the receivers. In round 3, let's get busy with the offensive guards, man. Let's get this offensive line going again, because we know when they're flying, they're great. When we're going to have Richardson back there, we're going to have JT back there. We need all the protection we can get in the run game and the passing game. That's all I'm saying. So we can make a shake with something like that. But that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, short and sweet and quick. Appreciate you listening and dropping by. Again, I hope that you enjoyed this draft pick. Drop your comments below, or this mock draft, I should say. Drop your comments below. Tell me what you would have changed. Tell me what you want to see for us in the future. Y'all take care. Appreciate you listening. Enjoy the weekend.